Michael Taylor. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels...
Now a rocket deep down the line and left. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He'll get it into second. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
The third baseman.
When it left this bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Line toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. The throw, and he's tagged out at second, but one. Derek Dietrich will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Number 32, Derek Dietrich.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cameron Maybin. He is 0 for 2 thus far in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Stepping up now, Justin Bohr. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Maybin leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Sandy Alcantara gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Bryce Harper now. And with a few knocks on the day, there's no doubt that he's in the midst of a final push for a batting title.
Absolutely, and he's going to put pressure on the guys in front of him. He's trying right now, multi-hit game. If he's able to work another knock in here, don't think those guys in front of him, whether it be 1-2, it doesn't matter. They're certainly checking the box scores when they get back to the hotel or their apartment.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
That was a nasty pitch right there. Great arm action by the pitcher. That looked like a heater out of his hands and dropped off the table.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting, second baseman.
At the plate, Howie Kendrick. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Fly ball out toward left center field. Chasing after it is Maybin. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches, but they're still on cruise control, 14-0. Back here at Nationals Park. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
The catcher.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. No runs, just one hit, and one error so far for the Marlins. And he fouls this one off. Pops this one up. Defoe ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Stepping into the box, Alonso Valencia, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Castro stands at second with 2 gone. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Reyes, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Softly hit out toward short, and 1 gone. Riding in now for the Nats, Sean Doolittle. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Gerardo Parra will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to return. Now batting, Lewis Brinson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready on 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think he'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Lewis Brinson becomes the first out of the inning.
Orlando.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And he misses 2-1. To short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping in, Cameron Maybin. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Another throw over, being especially careful here. Once more, a throw over, and the runner back in standing. And again a throw, and he'll get back in standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And he'll step on the bag himself. Clark Jones comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The three true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a two-strike pitch. No get me over curveballs, no get me over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Maben is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 6.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. He had a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Justin Bour starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Lifted in the air to center. Taylor is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Starlin Castro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. Taylor back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Martin Prado now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hit softly down the line at first. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now batting, the catcher.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. Rounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
14-0 is the final in this one. The Nationals brought the bats in this one with 18 total hits. Sean Doolittle wins his 25th decision of the year, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Thad Bueno permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.